Last holiday season, Campbell's invited home cooks nationwide to participate in the Share Your Sides campaign by submitting their favorite holiday side dishes and the heartwarming stories behind them. 10 finalists from all over the country were chosen, but the winner of it all was Crystal Schluter. Right? Did I get it right?
Yes, you got it right.
So you're from Babbitt, Minnesota.
I'm from way up north.
And that's by Ely, right? So you got up at 2 in the morning and drove here.
I didn't really sleep last night. I left at home at about 2:30 this morning, so I made it.
Your recipe is on the front of every cream of mushroom Campbell's soup can right now.
Isn't that exciting?
What an honor.
It's such an honor.
It says right there, Crystal's Everything Quiche.
I love it.
So first of all, let's get to your recipe and let's start making this happen. And then I got a million questions to ask you about sort of how you got to this.
Sure, so we'll start with the Campbell's Condensed Cream of Mushroom Soup. And if you didn't know, that cream of mushroom soup is actually celebrating its 90th anniversary now. So it debuted in 1934 and it started out as being basically like a French bechamel that's convenient for the home cook. So we're just gonna pour that in there, and it's made with farm fresh cream and an umami flavor from mushrooms and a little hint of garlic.
Sure, everybody knows the cream of mushroom.
Absolutely. So iconic to Minnesota.
It's like a food base in Minnesota.
Right, absolutely. So I'm just gonna scoop that in there, and then we're going to start whisking.
Okay.
And actually, I'm going to put in some softened cream cheese. And I did want to mention, if your house is cold this time of year, you might want to nuke this in the microwave for a couple seconds just to make sure it's nice and soft and creamy.
Okay, so is it better, is the recipe better if it is sort of softened?
You definitely want it to be softened.
Right.
So normally I do this whisking with like a stand mixer or a hand mixer. Today we're just doing it with a whisk, but it's still super easy. And if it's not perfectly whisked in there, it won't be noticeable once you bake it.
So you incorporate the cream cheese with the cream of mushroom.
Yes, that's correct. And then next we're going to add in the eggs. We've got 4 large beaten eggs here.
Okay.
Okay.
You don't add any milk or anything, it's just eggs?
No, just you don't need any milk because there's the cream of the mushroom.
Good point, I overlooked that.
Yes. So whisk goes around for a little bit.
Okay.
And just takes a second. And again, if it's a little chunky, that's okay. You won't notice once it's baked. Okay, and then I've got some seasonings here, some Worcestershire sauce.
What kind of sauce?
Worcestershire, I think that's how you say it.
I don't know
I
how
call
to
it
say
woe
it.
sauce most of the
Woe
time.
sauce?
Woe sauce, I like that. It's
Yeah,
easier.
that's good.
And then some coarse
Worcestershire.
ground black pepper.
Very good.
I think I say it the British way.
What's that way they say it?
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
Yeah, something like, I'm bad with my British accent, but
That's okay.
So now I've got some roasted fresh green beans and mushrooms and some chopped sweet onion.
So like this is the leftover.
So basically this started out with my just trying to transform leftover Thanksgiving green bean casserole, which is a family favorite. And I just turned it into a quiche and my family loved it so much that I started making it a little bit tweaked over the years and making it with fresh ingredients so we could have both on the table for the holidays.
It's so smart. You know, I do something similar. I just call it con huevos, right?
Okay.
Like the Spanish way to say just with eggs. Anything we ate last night, whether it's pizza or meat or a hat, I turn it into like an egg hash in the morning, like a scramble.
Brilliant. Yes,
but yours
I love
is
it.
way fancier and you've done a better job with it.
Well, I wouldn't say
compare.
it's way fancier. It's still super easy. You know, anybody can make this. You don't have to be a good cook. And that's what I love about the holidays. You want things that can be simple, things that you don't have to stress. I'm the kind of person I always try to do too much. And then when it comes to holidays, I never get it all done. And then it takes the fun out of it. You want to enjoy your friends and family.
We wholeheartedly agree on that.
And I'm going to...
Okay, so you got the quiche batter, if you will, mixed up. You have the pie crust.
And I'm going to just pour that in there.
Easy.
Isn't that easy?
And you can make this the night before and just
You
have
can make
it
it the
chill in
night
the fridge.
before. And if you want to change it up with different flavors. So this quiche is actually really easily doubled.
Okay.
So you could make one like this and then take like the Campbell's cheddar cheese soup and then switch out the vegetables for some like jalapenos and bacon, make a jalapeno popper quiche.
Oh, geez.
Does that sound good to you?
Okay, so I got to ask your story though. How did you like get selected by Campbell's and what does that mean? That's a big deal.
It is a big deal. So I actually entered on Instagram and after that I received an email that I was one of the finalists and I received a message on Instagram and then after that, after the finalist process, they emailed me that I won. You like that?
What was your reaction when you're like, oh my gosh, I won?
I was really excited. You know, Campbell's cream mushroom soup is just so popular in my family. I've grown up eating it, so it was definitely a big honor. Now, I do want to mention the toasted panko breadcrumbs. You want to toast the panko ahead of time because you want to make it nice and toasty. It doesn't really get that brown in the oven.
Oh, so toasting it in the oven during the bake doesn't do it?
No, so you just want to toast it in a skillet with a little olive oil first, and then sprinkle that all over the top. And then the last thing, we have some everything bagel seasoning. So it's kind of like a toasted bagel situation on top, and then this will get baked in the oven for about an hour.
Crystal, first of all, thank you so much for coming from Babbitt. What an amazing recipe you have here, and congratulations on your
thank you.
Campbell's success. You're
Yes.
like nationally famous now.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Yes.
we appreciate you coming in very much. Crystal's quiche recipe, it's on care11.com. It is delicious. I just tried it. Thank you again for coming in. We appreciate it.
Oh, thank you.
Just go to the Care Saturday page. Also, text the word recipes, 763-797-7215, and you'll get a link right to that recipes page. Couldn't be easier. Thanks again, Crystal.
Thank you.